Welcome. This is David Boles, Human Meme. Today's topic, failure to pitch. Everyone wants something for free. We live in a culture of I don't want to pay, and that's bad for business and really bad for consumers. And simply awful for those who toil to create the things that are wanted in the marketplace. If you're a freelancer, you know well we now live in a pitch me culture. You want money? Pitch me. And I don't mean bullet points or an outline. I want you to write it all down, write it about me in exquisite and painful detail. And then I'll decide, after reading your pitch, if I really want to use you to write your idea or if I want to turn down your pitch and hire someone else of lesser talent to finish what you pitched me. And yes, that is the current conundrum of the pitch culture. You're giving away all your best work for a maybe and a we'll see. The pitch session is toxic and tragic, and it needs to stop. But I fear it will not stop. Because too many people want to be famous and they want to be a celebrity. And what they do not understand in the exchange is there is no greater dunning of a life than being famous and having no money. It is much better to have a little bit of money than to be a celebrity and live broke. The reason the pitch is so toxic is because all the onus is on one side to perform. If the idea is everything, and it is, then only the precious commodity you have in your life is that idea. And those who control the levers of power know that, and they know they offer you access to what you want, money and fame. And to that end they will entice you into willfully giving up the sacred things you own, and then say unto you, pitch me. And you must learn to say, no thank you, I don't pitch for free. Now, if you had an opportunity to get something done or published, and you had to share your genius idea to make it happen, well, okay then. That makes sense. You pay ahead to get ahead, and you do that with faith and trust in each other. The pitch, however, the pitch itself is not built of faith or concern, but rather on coercion and quicksand. The pitch is all about one thing: getting an idea ripe enough for realization, or the stealing. And even if the empowered ones love your pitch idea, that doesn't mean they're going to pay you to realize the idea. And that's the power lever they work on you. We love you, we want you, take this money, and if you don't, well, we'll crush you by getting someone more talented than you to rewrite what you originally wrote. And then the pitch becomes a circular firing squad of one, with a single barrel and multiple bullets, and the only thing being aimed at is you, with your own gun, and you're spinning like a top, trying not to shoot yourself in the face, but you will, because that's the built-in end to the outside pitch. I always urge my friends and students and confidants to do their own thing on their own. Invent, share, dominate, on your own dime, following your own way. If you have an idea worthy of pitching to someone else, then that idea has even more value by never leaving your hands. And being realfully executive by the power of your own mind. Pitch yourself. Say yes to yourself. Win your own day. Create your own end. And yes, you may starve while serving your inside pitch to yourself, high and tight, all for self-realization. And that's okay, because you know yourself better than anyone else does. You know how to motivate your own ends. You understand your own pitfalls and the location of your pinnacles. And you will climb up them and tumble down them, all on your own living and loathing. Isn't that the way a life is supposed to be lived? Yes. And that also means that's how the idea becomes realized and rationalized beyond the meager self. You convince yourself of your own worth in the pitch session, and you win back your life from the depths of servitude and suppression waiting for you in the mainstream business world. Become the one you want to be, and the rest of your life will follow in loves. And the unpaid intern is also the living embodiment of the living pitch. Like me, hug me, hire me, I'll work for free milk. Now, if everyone is in the same boat as the intern, all working with a shared goal for free in an effort to serve a greater meaning, wonderful. That's the way life is supposed to work. But if a young person or any person is asked to intern for free for a business that is making money, that unpaid intern is the heart of what is wrong with the American experience. Experience isn't money. You can't feed your body with accolades. Know your value. If you have something enough to offer that you are allowed into the inner sanctum for free, then they can also find a way to pay you a little something, just a little bit more, to officially make you a paid worker with something invested. In the United States of America, we are valued in business by our production. If they want to raise rates and numbers and ratios for you and from you, give it to them. But never give it to them for free. And absolutely never on the side of your own dime. And now, my friend, we get to the scary part. Once you're in, on the inside, that doesn't mean the plea for free stops. Now we move into the unholy and the unearthly worlds of the invisible pitch and the implicit pitch. And you know what that means. You have a menial job, either freelance or full hire, and you get approached to once again pitch for free your ideas and to share for free your recommendations with no promise of acceptance on the other side. You give, they take. You give more, they steal. And if you don't play along, then expect a reduction in pay and a diminishing of title and an erasing of all the little glittery chits that made working there worthwhile. Or so you thought. And they know better than you how to control you and remove you from above, until and unless you give in to go long. And I argue with you finally today that to argue for yourself requires a self-confidence that is calm and rehearsed. You know you are the center of the us of us, and you alone hold the means of understanding of the rest of us. And you know your worth in the marketplace. to give, share, take away, and make us all ultimately important and pitch perfect. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.